Okay. Hello, I'm Willem de Thouars, and I've been involved in the martial arts of learning, training over 60 years now. My greatest experience in martial art was when I was chased by a tiger and monkeys, and then I had teachers. But the main frame of my learning experience were really from people that were street vendors in Bandung and in Surabaya. They were the best of martial artists. And I grew in a family of martial arts, but martial art to me is always only a way of life. It is can be a passion, but it has to be a way of life. And when you teach, you have to give all of you, really. And when I came to the United States when I was in my early late 20s, and I started in teaching here in Colorado in 1965, and the rest is all history. It's never easy to be a teacher or getting a great following, but keeping students for a long time, that is the trick. And basically it's not much that I can say about myself. Martial arts is just, you have to be born with it. Thank you. Okay, my advice, I've seen the change of martial arts. I know in America used to have only a few. Japanese karate, aikido, judo. Then later on many arts came. But my advice is be happy what you're doing. Don't go from one system to another, you end up with nothing. And that's what most are doing. They get bored. And then sometimes it becomes too hard. Because if you want to do martial art, then be martial art and devote yourself to dedicate yourself. And be happy with one art instead of thousands of arts. And that's my advice is be happy what you know and devote your whole essence to practice and training. Follow one path. The strike up, I'm here, this, but what I'm doing is here. You see here? Okay? That's street silat. There's no school silat. So thank you. Thank you. The Kuntao I learned came primarily from 3 teachers in Indonesia. And they were Hakka. They came from the Shandong Valley. And so my father-in-law is related to those folks. And they went to Tibet, that's why the name Kunlun is from the Kunlun Mountains. And as an old tradition, if you look at this from the Shivanata warriors from India, it's a tradition that is already older than most martial arts today. And they ended up in Palembang, like my father-in-law is half Chinese, and my teachers are Hakka Chinese. And they all came from Palembang, so I practiced Palembang Kuntao, which is also a different branch as what they have to Kuntao. And Silat, well, Silat at one time had only 250 systems, traditional. Now there are 2,000, and it looks more like Taekwondo and Karate. So, what can I say? From the old school, I have disagreements with that, but that's how the world is. So, basically, you know, so. Matter of fact, one thing I like to bring up, the tournaments in Indonesia then was more pure. There was more flavorful. But the tournaments now, I rather watch at the karate tournament than the silat tournaments. That's the truth. And what kind of can I say? Silat is just, well, before I finish, Pencak means actually the basic foundation of every system, that you have to know how to walk, how to punch, how to kick, how to block. And if you have accumulated all that, then it becomes the skillful explanation of what you have learned, and that is Silat. That means the basics going into the refinement of skills. So